Hey, you guys. All right, you guys, this is going to be a giveaway I want to do for a project that I did in May, and it was making a quilt. But I do want to show you what I used to make it, the tools that I use. I think in another video, I even showed how I put this together. And this was the one that I did in May. I think it was in May. Can you see that there? And this is quilt. This is fabric and lace, and I put the dolls on it. I even have this. This goes on here. I need to actually stick it on there. Let me use a little glue. Hold on. Oops, and y'all see how brown that glue is? That's because I set it. It's been on forever. I never remember to turn this off. I need to start unplugging it. But this is the very first one that I made, and I use this doll, Miss B. So I actually used all of the fabric that was bee related, and I have this passion for bees too, and I'm allergic to them. Isn't that funny? But yeah, that was the project that I actually made, and I said that I wanted to do one as a giveaway. But I decided to go ahead and do that because as much as I like jeans, I actually made one for myself with the jeans. And I thought so cute. I'm putting one of these in here and one in my she shed. But this one was one I made. I just wanted to see what it looked like with jeans. And I really, really liked the way it came out. Now, I just use it to put pretty stuff everywhere. One day I'll have to show you the pretty, it's almost like a Julie Nutting wall, you guys, with all of projects that I've made or kept and haven't given away. Or let's see if there's any someone made. No, they're actually projects I actually made for the Julie Nutting. What I usually do if they are a first project and I like it, I'll usually keep the one that I actually made as a prototype and I'll make one. But anyway, this is one of my favorite things to do to cut these things. These, this is a whole nother different to cut these little guys out in just at the head or up to the shoulder. And yeah, I can use them in projects that I make. I even started a little book. As I make them, I'll stick them in here. So you don't have to actually, and I haven't finished a lot of them. Like you can see here, her hairband isn't done. None of her is done. She's just cut out and on there. But sometimes I just sit and I'll cut these little doodads out. And I wanted to make Girlie A Julie Nutting 2021 platform, or and I figured I would make it a name tag. So her package has to go out today. I'm going to show you all how I make this. Yeah, I'm not going to actually sit here unless you want. I'm not going to actually sit here and make this per se in front of the camera, but I am going to show you things that I use to make it. Let's see. The thing that I'm loving, and I'm almost afraid one day I'm going to actually run out, but I think I have enough stacks of it that I won't run out. But I'm loving this paper, this double-sided Julie Nutting paper block. It doesn't even have a name, but I'm going to call it Blush because that's what her first one was. And as soon as I find the rest of that stuff, but I like this because there are all these different shades and it works perfectly for me. And yeah, so I actually made this to send to someone, and I hope they like it. Just to put, a lot of people have the Julie Nutting collections, just projects that they actually collect and share with each other. This is an easy project to make if you're just looking for something for, to display on your wall as a hanging, or maybe to make it a name tag so that when you do your Julie Nutting projects, yeah, you're yeah, you can have your what would we call that, a nameplate or whatever. So I'm going to show you all as much as I can on this video how I make these. Now, this is the craft foam that I actually use. And as you can see, I merely cut it in half, which is half of this right here. I just cut it in half. Matter of fact, I could have cut it again. You can make this any size that you want, okay? I am going to take this and put it here. And what I do to the back of it before I even get started, and this is a mess deal, is if I'm not going to have a back, I actually take duct tape and I cover the back of this with duct tape. And another thing that I use is this palette knife. This, what is this called, you guys? If somebody know, I think you do paint with it, or it's a tool. I got it from the hardware store, Lowe's or wherever. Yeah. So what I would do with, if I'm not going to use tape, if I'm not going to cover this whole thing with the fabric, and I guess it's up to you whether you want to use tape or fabric, because if you look at one of the other projects that I did, I'm going to show you the different ways that I did it. This is the first one that I did. Now, what I did was, it was an afterthought. I thought about the back, so I actually covered it myself. And see, that's not so perfect, so that's why I wouldn't give that one away anyway, huh? But yeah, I'll put that on my wall and no one would ever know that. I decided later to put a backing on that. But if you look at this one right here, I actually covered the back with jeans, so I didn't do this. So if you use a full piece of fabric to cover this, it would probably help. Or take a, if you're not going to cover your back, take a piece of cardboard or something and put on the back, because you are going to be cutting your design in here. And you want to have, I'm not going to tell you what size or inches or whatever, because it is merely what you want. And I'm just making lines across here, and you're actually doing this all the way around until you get a cutout seam. This keeps the blocks in there, and it also gives you a little space to actually quilt your piece. Put your batting on your piece. There's loads and loads of ways that you can do this project. I had to buy more scissors. You guys tell me, does your Tim Holtz, I guess I must be doing too much. Does your Tim Holtz scissors stop working? Mine does. I'm going to clean these again, and I actually had to order new ones. Where are they? Yeah, I just ordered another set of both of them, because these were not. And I think I had a few of these, but I used them so haphazardly that they don't even work anymore like they used to. Okay, so you guys, we're literally, I got to find a better pair of scissors. Let me get my new scissors. Hold on, you guys, because the scissors are going to make a difference. Okay, yes, here you go. And I got these on Amazon in the 7-inch, and they were like 20 something dollars, 21, I think somewhere around there. But you guys, I'm gonna actually use this one for my fabrics, and I hope I remember so I don't start using it with other stuff. It really messes it up. Not with my fine fabrics that I sew with, but I'm going to use this for my fabrics that I use for decoupaging and gluing and all that kind of stuff. So that, okay, so what I want to do, oh my gosh, look at the difference. Look at the difference in the cut. Oh my goodness. I want to cut a piece of square that is just a little bigger than this piece right here. Now and just make sure you have enough space to put down in your corners. You're going to take that palette knife that you got, that, yeah, let's call it a palette knife. Um, and we're just going to put this down and there. We're going to put it down in the crevices. Crevices? Yeah, you guys. Ooh, I'm not going to be able to do this all today, but if you want me to come back and show you the next steps. Now, what I do is, as I do this, you might want to clip your edges off. It does make for easier, yeah, for you to get it in the little corners. Yeah, so all those little markings, and you could put in, you could do it with circles. You could do it whatever you want, whatever design you want to put in here. It's like making a quilt. You put it in there. I would use a pair of scissors, and that's your first square, right? That you actually quilted. Then what you'll want to do is, and I'll do it. Let's find a pretty piece of fabric. I think I want to make this. Yes, we're going to do different. We're going to make this so vintagey like. How about that? Yes, and I got a lot of different pinks and stuff. Let's do that with that. This is great. Yeah. I'm going to actually take a piece of this fabric, and matter of fact, I'm going to take a big enough piece because now that I'm sitting here doing it and I'm just showing you the basics, and I'll have to come back and show you what I end up with. And then you guys tell me, the one that I'm putting together right now, is this the one that you all would like for the giveaway? And if it is, I'll go ahead and just make this the giveaway. But I'm going to cut a piece that is big enough for this. Let's see. And I want to make sure I have enough um, space all the way around this circle. I mean, this square, so that it covers it. Yeah, and you just play with it, you guys. And you could do, I've actually done some Christmas bulbs like this one year. It's been a while ago since I did it. I'm going to cut the edge off of that. And I'm going to take this. It's funny. I'm getting messages from this site that I'm on. And I just joined the site. But when you all are watching your videos and stuff, do you are doing your videos or just doing crafts and stuff, do you have a channel that you watch? But me, I turn on a lot of the gossip channels. And I watch those, and right now there's some craziness going on, but oh wow, it lets you see how, oh, it's just it's, if we could just learn to be, and I think that's what we're going to have to learn all over again, to be nice to each other. Because I think since the pandemic, I've seen it all. And you really do, sometimes you do have to step back. For one, figure out how you got in a situation you got in. And these, I think the bloggers that are actually going at each other are the reality show bloggers. But then I think every now and then they'll come across a blog that does the same thing they do, and they'll have controversy with them or whatever. It's crazy watching it, but you see a whole lot of what's going on, and wow, unbelievable. But you know it happens, especially if you've ever been in a situation where that has happened to you. I hope you all could see what I'm doing here. Yeah. So as you could see, I'm going to do each one of these little things at a time. Um, Somebody else had asked me that. Is that just something you know what? The very first craft I ever made was a quilt. That's the funny thing about this. The very first craft that I ever made, put together myself, and it took a while for me to do it, was a quilt. And I made it for my son. And when I finished it, and I was here in Virginia, yeah, I was in Virginia, and that was probably 50 years ago. Okay. Well, it was a little less than that, but but anyway, it snowed here, which was something that was not common here at that time. And yeah, that night that it snowed, I actually finished my son's quilt, the very first quilt I ever made. And my mom helped me put it together, and we just had a lot of fun. She quilted anyway. She just did it naturally. But one at a time, I'm going to bat, and this is batting right here. I'm using a natural cotton batting. Um, I don't know if you have another piece of fluffy material, even felt. I guess if you fold over a piece of felt and put it in there, you could use it as a batting because you just want to see some of the sponginess in there. Yeah, so I'm going to actually do these individually. If you have any questions about what to use once I finish, that's why I say I'll have to do this in segments. And I think I'll do about 15-minute segments. So after I finish about maybe 3 segments, we'll be finished with it. But yeah, I'm going to go in, and any place that does not touch itself, like for instance, I'm not going to go here for this one yet. I'm going to try to put as much around it that it's only touching it at the tips. Yeah. And put it together first. I'm gonna put one over here in this corner. Yeah, and because you're using the same, a couple of pieces of the same kind of material, you can actually do a couple of them at a time. You know, like a few, like I would do 3 or 4 of these different places of that same fabric. So it only take you about maybe 4 or 5 pieces to finish it up. Yeah, so this is how I actually put it together. No glue. I mean, I use glue to put the adhere the different things like the Julie Nutting dolls. I think this is going to be pretty. I'm going to do this for the giveaway. And this, when I finish with it, this for June. Matter of fact, in a few days, I'll come back with it totally finished. And at the end of this week, I'll be looking through my messages, and I'm going to look at the messages where I actually showed you all how I made the first one in May, and see if you all left messages, because I was not able to get back to my projects in May. It was a whole lot going on. Hopefully, right now, I'm back to normal, some kind of consistency here. Hopefully, I'm hoping that I yeah, I could get back on track right here. But I'm going to see what happens, and I am going to put this one here. And for any of you that are following along and just want to see how I put it together, yeah, thanks for watching. And for any of you that have questions, leave them in the. I'm working on a lot of stuff, you guys, so it is going to take me a minute, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm kind of happy that I'm going ahead and doing what I'm doing now. I'm just hoping I have, and I will, enough time. I think I, um, yeah, need to kind of concentrate on only a few things at a time instead of a lot of things, because I get so defeated when I'm not able to complete something, especially if I give myself a timeline. And if I can't finish it, or if it doesn't pan through, it disappoints me. So yeah, I'm going to work on getting a lot of things that I wanted done. I'm going to have to cut this piece down a little, and it's okay because you can play with the material as you put it on there. Either you can pull the whole thing off because I'm afraid I'm going to cut off my fingernail here, but let's try. I'm going to cut a little off of here because it's a little too much. And you want to keep this in between as thin as you can because you have to remember you got to put another piece of quilt and batting. I mean, you have to put another piece of fabric and batting on this side that touches the one that's already done. So yeah, that's that's how you get that done. If the edges stick up, I say cut them off, but if you can put them in there, go ahead and do that. Depending on what you put on it, as far as trims and ribbons and buttons and stuff like that, you'll get the opportunity to make sure your edges are just like you want them. But yeah, that is the start of this. You guys, when I come back, I'm probably going to, and I want you to see what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to make this more vintagey like. It will be with the Julie Nutting dolls on it that I showed you I had already finished. And I do know because I got that out of this section. It'll be, I mean, out of this package, I'm gonna put that in there, this in there. Yeah, those is, oh, that's different too. So yeah, I'll use this stack. It even have a green piece, and maybe I'll end up using that. But I'll use this stack. These are from Walmart, I think. Yeah, and they come in little stacks like that. I think these were like $9.99, maybe a little more. No, maybe $5.99. I don't know, you guys. They're at Walmart. See this stuff right here. This is good to use on here too. You use the different fabrics, and then you find something else that you want to use as an embellishment. So when I come back, either I'll have a few that are touching each other, and I can show you how to do those. I'll then show you how to do the edge. Okay, so that'll have to be a whole nother video because I don't want it to be that long. But that would give you an opportunity to just make your base and put your design in there. I literally sat there and just looked at it and I made sure I had at least, this is about a half an inch all the way around. And I did it just by sight. I did not measure this. There's no glue here. There is tape on this one, but you can actually use fabric. Make sure you put it on before you start cutting so that it keeps your piece in place. It keeps it sturdy. Yeah, so that right there is going to be my video for right now. I do have more. I know, and it's projects. What's on my workstation was the very first video I was going to do this week. But after I cleaned off my workstation, I had so many projects going on. I said, I can't do what's on my workstation. It's just too much on my workstation. And usually when I do a what's on my workstation video, it's all the stuff that I've worked on probably up until that point. And if I hadn't finished it, I either show you what I was doing or show you what I was working on. And I have so much stuff from May. I started it, didn't get it done. I'm going to do some Diane Reevely, um, some mixed media stuff, even some stamps that I'm going to give away. They're foam stamps. They're still on my workstation. I have a bunch of dies that I want to do. So many things that I have on my workstation. So what I'm going to do now is go through it, clean off my workstation again, start doing stuff. And as I do the videos, I'll just put them out there. Okay. That's the only way I see doing, still giving the giveaways and stuff that I was going to give away for May. I can do it now. I do have a gnome, for a craft gnome. That's going to be a giveaway. And yeah, I can do that anytime because I'm just giving away stuff. But that would be a stuff. But I have an idea about things that I give away. You guys have to follow me for a while. I think it's going to be exciting, but I have to get everything in order. Yeah, it's a secret. No, but it's fun. All right, it's going to be a fun secret. But anyway, you guys, I am going to go back and get, I have so many projects, like I told you. I have something else that I started doing, but and I know a lot of you have been doing the diamond press stuff. I see people do it. One channel I went to looking at the diamond press stuff. I mean, I see a lot of us crafters collecting it, which is what I did along the way. And then I came across a Yoda one. Yes, I actually have a Yoda diamond press, and I have an extra one as a giveaway because I decided, you know what? I think the first few that I got, someone gave to me. And yeah, some company I was supposed to do a review and I never did it. Well, I haven't touched the box. I haven't opened the box. I mean, I did look at some of the, yeah, I did open the box and looked at the stuff, and I put it all back, and I never did the review, so I never used it. So when I started looking at all the stuff and watching the videos and saw that you had to set up all this stuff first, it was like, oh my gosh. So of course I had to order the storage little thing. I'll show you when I start doing it. I did get the setup done. Yeah, and that is, I'm telling you, a whole nother video. And when you just want to do that for downtime or whatever, that is the absolute best. Yeah, because you're just sitting there doing the little, yeah, you'll see. And if you do it, you know already. But I know I keep going in circles, but I watched a few videos where these women are, I mean, into this stuff like nobody's business. And they have hundreds and hundreds of these diamond press images that they've completed or they've done. And OMG, I'm going. But I know I have a lot of hobbies or things that I collect. I'm sorry, I'm over here because I just dropped all of my little mini brands. Yeah. But I have so many different hobbies and stuff that, well, not hobbies, collectible stuff that I've collected along the way. And yeah, so I understand their obsession with the diamond press, but that's a lot of work, you guys. But yeah, so when I finish this one, this is cute. This is gonna be this quilt. This is gonna be one of the giveaways, and I should be done with it in the next few days. Yeah, so hey you guys, if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. These are so cute. Yeah, give me a thumbs up if you like my video. Yes, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the um yeah, comments. Yeah, and I'll get back to you. But anyway, that's going to be my video for today for the Julie Nutting quilts, and I'll get back with you once I get another video. You guys, I'm on a roll today, and I don't know if I'm going to release another video today, but I'm thinking that I may be able, because I want to do these projects as um I want to do these projects as I do the videos. Yeah, I don't want to just say what I'm going to do and don't actually do it. But anyway, I will come back to you guys, and yeah, probably tomorrow. Yeah, thanks for watching. And like I said, if you're new to my channel, subscribe, like the video, and come back again. I have so many different things that I like doing, and maybe you'll find that you like them, or maybe you're looking for a certain project to do. I can share that with you, or hopefully you find something. I have loads of videos so you can watch. Um, if nothing else. But anyway, until my next video, and I don't know what it's going to be, um, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.